Well, the Bengals lost by a lot on Sunday. It sucked. It was terrible. It wasn't fun. There wasn't anything good about it except for one thing. The Drew Sample anytime touchdown bet cashed us out. We got paid. Other than that, everything was bad. I don't know. I might get canceled. The Bengals might block me. They may kick me out of the stadium. But let's fucking talk about it.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer. Let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer. Let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go.
I was just sitting here, faking a grin, about ready to do my normal "What's up, guys?" chat, people around the world, but I'm not in a good mood. That game.
Who cares, dude? Who cares? Football sucks. I don't even like it.
Sucked. It was not fun to watch. I'll just answer for you. How you doing tonight, Drew? Not good, Ron. This sucks.
Yeah, that's about right.
There's a lot to unpack here, folks. Tonight we're gonna obviously recap that shit show. We've had the unfortunate passing of a former Bengals, I'll call him legend, and then just some other stuff going on. So where do you want to? I mean, how do you want to kick this off? This cry fest we're about to have.
Well, before we do that, rest in peace. Okay, nope, can't do it. Can't do it.
Why?
Can't do it. Autocorrect got me.
Did you misspell his name?
I typed it correctly. My iPad that I create graphics on.
Did it put a Y instead of an I?
Yeah, and I can't stand for that.
No, you can't. Not while we're talking about the guy. But yeah, unfortunately, it's no longer speculative. Rudy Johnson has passed away. We don't need to discuss, I guess, the nature and what is being talked about of the passing. But Bengals legend, first jersey I bought myself was a Rudy Johnson black and orange jersey like he's wearing right there, 32. One of the best Bengals running backs of all time. Good man. Unfortunately has passed away. Just sucks. It sucks to see, man.
Yeah, he was a part of the teams that really made me fall in love with the Bengals there in the mid 2000s with Chad and TJ. After Corey Dillon moved on, Rudy became the guy. You go to the stadium, you hear the Rudy chants. When he ran the ball, was doing a lot off the field after his career to try to help people out. Mentioned, we don't have to go into too many details about the circumstances of it, but it is very sad, and it really made me think a lot today about those old Bengals teams and how much fun. He was the bell cow back of the run that really made me fall in love with the Bengals. As a kid, my parents were watching the Bengals. My dad and his wife had the Bengals on, so I'm watching the Bengals. But then, I go to my first game, and then I get into my teenage years, from 11 to now or whatever, and that's the era that I really developed my love and locked in for the Bengals, and Rudy was a big part of that, man. So it's extremely sad to hear about that today. I will say, without going into the circumstances too much, 988 is a good resource if you feel like you may need some help on the mental side of things. You can reach out to 988. If you get a hold of me, talk to people, check on people you love. A Bengals legend, very, very 100%. Sad to see.
I remember going to the stadium. I think it was Kansas City. They were undefeated at the time. Peter Warrick returned a touchdown. Rudy Johnson, he ran for over 100 yards that game, and we ended up beating. I just remember the stadium, like you said, Rudy. So I just tons of fond memories with this guy. Very sad. Very, very, very sad.
Yeah. Yeah, so wanted to take a moment to acknowledge him as two guys that grew up watching him. Thoughts are with his family, friends, and loved ones, and his former teammates. There was a good tribute put out by the Bengals and a statement from Mike Brown today as well. So now that we did that, this is a very good comment. Rudy Johnson was basically what Joe Mixon and Chase Brown have been to newer fans, more so the former. He is a lot like the Joe Mixon of that era. Joe Mixon was a fan favorite. Guys loved him. Very, very good comparison to that. So
really is.
very, very, very sad news, and thoughts go out to his entire family, the fan base, and his former teammates. So with that done, you want to get into our box score breakdown?
Yeah, I do.
Why are you laughing? It's a standard part of the game recap show.
Yeah, it's a standard part, but this is going to be an interesting one. So
yeah, so the box score breakdown, I usually put together a graphic with the player's face, his name, his stats, and all that, and we go through. It was a little bit easier to do this week because everything was shit. So your entire box score breakdown is in one graphic. The offense was shit, and the defense was shit. Now, these days happen. Some games you lace them up, and everything that can go wrong does go wrong, and that's kind of the way it felt on Sunday.
Not like this, though, man. I mean, we're talking. I mean, Rapture. Today's the Rapture. I don't know what the fuck is going on the internet. Everybody's talking about the Rapture, but cataclysmic the world Rapture level football. Who said that? I just have seen it all over the internet. Who knows? But you've got Jakey boy, Jake Browning, 19 for 27, 140 yards. He threw a touchdown. Great touchdown that he threw. Made us some money with the BetJack app. Absolutely love that. Decided that he would like to be consistent. I do love consistency, but 2 interceptions, not good. Let's try to avoid that, buddy. And then jumping to this running game. I mean, just absolute shit. I mean, terrible. Samaje Perine, 4 carries for like 21 yards. Taj Brooks got in there, 5, but only 17 yards. And not much else going on. Chase Brown, 10 carries for 3 yards. You want to just start with the running game, and then we can move on to the passing game? What the hell is going on?
This is I've been watching football since I was a small child. This is maybe the worst running game that I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It is that bad. I mean, the run blocking isn't good. Chase Brown can't find a hole to save his life. There's no. Do you see like some of those beautifully designed runs that Detroit ran last night when they beat Baltimore?
I did.
None of that. It was just up the gut. And hey, it's time that I admit to you, the millions of people watching, that I was wrong, because I've been on this show for a couple weeks, and I've been saying get under center, run the ball more.
Maybe not.
So I decided, and Zach says that he doesn't change the game plan when Jake Browning's in there, which is verified bullshit, because I counted 10 under center snaps.
Yep.
Early on in the game.
Yep.
I stopped counting because I realized it didn't fucking matter. Nope. They went under center and nothing changed. So maybe I am a big dumb dipshit and I don't know football.
We definitely both are big dumb dipshits. Yeah.
I was going to count all of the under center reps to compare them to games with Burrow to show that there is a difference. But then I realized it doesn't fucking matter, because we still couldn't block. We still couldn't run the ball. We still couldn't protect the quarterback. We couldn't do anything right. So going under center didn't mean shit.
Yeah, it really didn't. No. I recall one play in particular. We're in the red zone. Chase Brown gets the ball and just is blown up 5 yards behind the line. I mean, just annihilated. And it's like the guy, it was a free rusher. It looked like Ted Karras, and who's on the left side? My brain is farting.
That's Fairchild. That's your boy.
Yeah, Ted Karras and Fairchild double one of the tackles, and a free rusher comes and just absolutely obliterates Chase Brown. I just, nothing was working. We were the most broken machine on offense that I've ever seen. Like, it's a pitiful.
Looking at the numbers, there's these production graphs and shit that I don't always fully understand, but I'm starting to understand more. And it's the worst offense in the NFL through 3 weeks. That's considering, week 1 with Burrow.
Yeah.
Roughly half of week 2 with Burrow and then everything with Browning since. But yeah, it's not acceptable to have an offense this bad. I don't care if it's Jake Browning. I don't care if it's Joe Burrow. You have all of these weapons, all of this talent. They paid Jamar, they paid T, they gave you Mike Gesicki back, they brought you in Noah Fant. The hype train for Chase Brown was super, super high all offseason. You played with the starting unit a lot in preseason. Obviously, number 9's not out there, but that shouldn't affect the run games. And fumbles. I mean, Chase has a fumble.
Yep.
Shamaje Perine has a fumble. We had 3 turnovers and 4 offensive snaps. That is a real stat.
Yeah. It was 5 total, I think, right?
Yeah, with the 2 picks and the 3 fumbles, 5. So you're -5 in the turnover differential. 31 points off of turnovers.
Unreal.
Holy fuck. The issues with this, it's deeper than Joe Burrow, and that brings us into our first. Dad says, don't care who is at quarterback. It could be Tom Brady, and we would still suck because of the offensive line sucking and our defense sucking. Now, I will say, 31 of the 48 points are off turnovers. 2 of them were defensive touchdowns. So if you want to look at who was the better side of the football on Sunday, after you do this, you realize
absolutely.
It was the defense, kind of, but they still couldn't stop the run when everybody in the world knew the run was coming.
Well, to me, if you give your running back the ball, your starting running back the ball 10 times, and he gets 3 yards,
yikes.
You need to fix something. And this is a great quote. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Albert Einstein, pretty smart guy. Yep, Gabe Breezy on the money there. It's not working. We're 2-1. I mean, that's great. We're 2-1. We're still at the top of the division. The light is pretty freaking dim, though. Obviously, we don't have our starting quarterback. If we had Joe, I would feel a lot better, but we just don't. So my big concern here, and I'll get into the passing game here. Chase 5 for 50, Noah Fant 5 for 26, pretty bad interception. Drew Sample 2 for 20, money bags touchdown, absolutely love it. Chase Brown 4 for 17, T Higgins 1 target for 15 yards.
Can't have it.
1 target for 15 yards. Gesicki
can't have it.
One target, 6 yards. Cam Grandy 1 target, 6 yards. Mitchell Tinsley 0-0. Bullshit. He should have scored. I would have won $40,000, but I digress. The passing game is pretty ugly too. And I understand we've got that gun-slinging quarterback back there, and I don't want him to get cautious and not make throws and take sacks. We're already bleeding from the gut without Joe Burrow. Just throw the fucking ball. So I can't be too upset, but I also want to look at this and be like, why is T Higgins only getting 1 target? You know what I mean?
I will say, I watched the all 22 on the game. Big film guy.
Love it.
I don't know how to do the breakdowns and the cut-ups and the videos that all the smart people do, so I'll just leave it to them. But I just watched it in some of my free time. And there were times where guys were open and Jake's just not throwing the ball, just pissing down his leg, bailing out, throwing it away, running out of bounds. And it's like there are guys open here. So Jake pissed down his leg a little bit. He did not bake, as I told everybody for a week that he would. People are asking me, if I regret the Jake Browning jersey. Shout out to the Pro Shop. They're sending me a new one. I don't know if I'll ever wear it. I might just let it go.
Let me get that shitty one. Unless I'll give you half price.
Or maybe he does bake Monday night, and at halftime I change. I don't know. But there were times where there are guys there. The receivers did their job. They got open. Maybe Jake's feeling a little bit of pressure because it was a bad day. I love all of these Bengals players, developed a personal relationship with Orlando Brown Jr., Ted Karras, people that they know I exist at least. And I don't think either of them would be upset for me getting on this microphone and saying that they didn't have a good day.
Yeah.
Like they have to be better. And it's not just those two guys. It's everybody.
Yeah.
It's Orlando Brown. It's Dylan Fairchild, who's the rookie. It's Ted. It's Dalton Risner, who I championed for. And everybody on Twitter decided to let me know that I'm a big dumbass and Dalton Risner's terrible and we should have never signed him. Reisner, not Risner, excuse me.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I don't necessarily think that's the case. And, it wasn't a great day for Mims either. So all across the board, the line did not play well. And I don't think any of them would be upset for saying that because they've all said it themselves. But the concerning part is when does it get better? How does it get better?
Yeah.
We've done all of this. We've done all of this change and a new coach. And we'll get into that in a minute, but it's just the line hasn't been good all year.
No.
The offense as a whole hasn't been good all year, and it all starts up front. Yeah, we got 2 games out of the way in the beginning. Going 2-0 is nice, but like when you look back at it, it was mainly because of the defense. We were finally getting the defense that we said all offseason. We just need an average defense, and we'll be great.
Right.
We're getting it, and now the offense is just shit in the bed.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, we can get on here, like you said, and we can hold people accountable without, attacking them and, they suck, cut them, and all that dumb shit that the internet machine does. And I understand that as a man, you don't want to hear that, right? And as a player for the team, you don't want to hear that, but also they hold themselves accountable and they know that. So when I'm watching the TV, this game specifically, I'm looking at the zoomed in, kind of panned in photos of Jake Browning's face. He just looked out of his element and out of his depth. And I just, his facial expression was bleak. He looked like a man that was drowning. And it was not fun to watch him just suffer through that game. So I like to think he takes that. I mean, let's be honest, folks, total ass whooping, and gets in the film room and the weight room and the practice field, and they can hopefully get it together and turn it around. But like you said, when is it going to happen? You know what I mean? When is this retooled offensive line going to mesh? Because individually, we got some strong guys out there. Why isn't it coming together? You know what I mean? The quarterback situation, you understand, right? But this offensive line situation, it's just been too many years of the same shit. Sign that guy. That's it. Problem solved. We draft a solid guy. Let's go. We've got great tackles. This should all come together. What is the problem? Why can't they mesh?
Yeah, that's what I can't understand. And it's like, going back to what you said about Browning, where I like the fact that you're just pulling back hard liquor on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's not rough game.
Going back to Browning, do you remember The Replacements, the old Shane Falco movie where he talks about quicksand?
Yep.
Quicksand. It felt like quicksand, and the entire team was a walrus in quicksand.
Yep.
And you try to fight out, and it gets worse and worse and deeper and deeper and deeper. With the O-line, I don't fucking know, dude. You fired Frank Pollock, hired Scott Peters.
Yeah.
It's like Big Tiger says, I refuse to believe these guys got space jammed out of their talent the second they put on stripe helmets.
There's no way.
I think it's the system or a scheme issue. We'll see on Monday night. It's like these guys didn't forget how to play football. Ted Karras played at a Pro Bowl football level last year.
Yeah. Yep.
Orlando Brown had an up and down year mainly because of injury last year, but he was good when he played. So I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. But there was a good comment here from your mom, pretty much telling us all to shut the fuck up, and I like that about her.
Yeah, she's
big old mom here. Game of morning for our Joe. Let's drink garage beer and move forward. We can all do better than this shit. Is she telling us to just shut the fuck up and get over it?
She might be.
That's an element of parenting that I appreciate and respect.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, 100%. I mean, we will. Look, we always do this, right? We take the Monday and the Tuesday to mourn. Wednesday, we're still a little bit angry. By Thursday, I'm going to be predicting a win. By Friday and Saturday, I'm going to be sure they're going to win, and then Sunday we'll see what happens. It's a vicious cycle. It really
We're
is.
dragging it out to Monday now, the late Monday night game.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely.
Meanwhile, paying Jermaine Burton and McKinley Jackson just collecting checks for car photo shoots.
I mean,
they're just posting pictures of themselves with their cars on Instagram.
it is time to cut sling load, I think, there, but that for another show. Do you wanna let's swap over to the defense here, because like you said, we're getting that. Yes, but look, anytime you almost get a 50 burger put on you, it's not good, right? But when you watch the all 22, I did not, but when you watch them and you actually sit down, they're playing at a decent level. You know what I mean? Like if we had this defense last year, oh my God, we're in the playoffs and we're running deep. I don't know. It's like Jordan Battle's playing great. 5 tackles, 2 assisted tackles. Geno Stone has not completely crapped down his pants and ruined my Sunday yet. Demetrius Knight has looked solid. None of these statistics are sexy. You know what I mean? We've got Joseph Osai with a sack, Chris Jenkins Jr. with 1.5 sacks. But Michigan, man, outside of that, I mean, when you break it down statistically, it was not a good day. We didn't have the takeaways we've had. Carson Wentz looked like fucking prime Tom Brady out there, just dicing us up. Their backup running back, who's still a very solid player, absolutely just embarrassed us. So there's really no other way to put it. 48 points, 48-10, 10 garbage time, right? That's the worst ass beating we've ever gotten in Bengals history.
Yes.
It just sucks. It just absolutely sucks. Anytime you walk away and someone's almost put a 50 burger up on you, regardless of what you scored in a loss, you really got to take a look within. Like, holy shit. My nose is bleeding. I'm sore. Like, it sucks. I get it. But, like, you got to, like, reach down deep and grab your manhood and be like, I'm not going to let myself get beat up like that again, because this is fucking embarrassing.
Zach said on the way to the locker room in his halftime interview, the lady was like, "Oh, well, what happened there in that first half?" He's like, "Oh, we got a lot of pride to play for in the second half." I'm like, That's all you got, bud?
That's great. Thanks, champ. Really appreciate it.
Did you notice on the broadcast, though, they did a great job of finding sad Bengals fans in the stands?
Yes, like brutally sad Bengals fans, like not even pulling the camera away when they were mouthing cuss words. The one lady with the sunglasses, that image is burned in my head of her going like this and then just going. And it's just like, what are we doing? Like, these guys drove to Minnesota or went to a game. Like, I don't know. It just absolutely sucks. I think if we can find a bright spot in all of this, is that we got a punter. And I think we've known that, right? I think we've known the Mormon missile, Ryan Reckow, is a beast, but 6 punts, 328 yards, average of 54.7 yards. Fun to watch and flip the field. If only our offense could capitalize it. It's so dark and so dreary that the only thing I can get excited about right now is the fact that the Mormon missile can punt the shit out of the football. That's my biggest takeaway.
I was actually going to tweet that during the game, like, at least our punter's good, and then he came out and shanked one for like 35 yards.
He did. Yeah, he had at least one bad one, but anytime your average is almost 60 yards, you're doing all right.
Yeah, he got plenty of work. So he was able to keep his average up after all that.
Six fucking punts.
God, dude. Yeah. The Colts have punted like once this season.
Unreal.
And we do that. So with what we saw, with the performance we saw, is it time to panic? Are we freaked out?
I maybe, but I also it's not a good answer, but I also am like, well, what do you do? It's not Joe Burrow, right? If Joe Burrow's out there and we lose this game like this, we start going, whoa, there's an issue. And I don't want to give our coaching staff the Jake Browning excuse, but at the same time, I'm going to use the Jake Browning excuse. And it's not to say Jake Browning is not a talented quarterback. He would not be a backup in the NFL if he wasn't. But I don't know where you go from here. Are we going to do this every week? Denver's defense is probably better than
It is.
Minnesota's defense. You got Nick Bonito. I mean, is he gonna eat Jake Browning alive? I mean, they've got decent DBs. Like, is it just gonna get worse and worse every week, or can they put it together?
We could put fucking.
Here's the panic button. I'm right here. I'm right here with the panic button.
We could put fucking Honey Boo Boo in at quarterback and get the same production that we got last week.
The mom or the child?
The mom. We'll
Okay.
stick with the mom. But I just I got into these like disagreements on Twitter, I guess, because I'm like, I don't think Burrow makes that much of a difference.
Not in that game.
That game. Maybe he doesn't throw the pick six, so you take 7 off the board. Maybe we score a couple, so we lose 41-21.
Yeah.
He's not controlling the fumbles. Chase fumbling, Fant fumbling.
No.
P. Ryan. The ball was covered in Diddy juice. Just the whole game.
Yeah, it
baby
was not
oil.
Good.
Shout out to the mailman for that video.
Yeah.
He was like, the ball covered in Diddy juice.
Even if Joe goes off and we score 37, we still almost got 50 points put on us. You know what I mean? Maybe it's 37 or 38-41, like or like you said, and they don't get that interception back. But like, even if Joe has a lights out game and scores 40 points, we've still lost. You know, it's like there's so much to clean up. Jamar Chase, he's not a fumbler. Like, okay, I'll give you that. Noah Fant, I don't know his past. I don't know if he's got slippery hands, but you just can't do it. The turnovers were miserable that game. So it's just a fumble, scoop and score. Are you kidding me? You know what I mean? Like, it's gone. I keep trying to drink this and it's gone. I'm just frustrated. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
This is a good comment from Matthew James, and it's a long one, but I think it's a good one. How many more years are you willing to waste of our star players' prime years? It's time to move on from this core coaching staff. Ask yourself one question. Do you think Zach Taylor can coach his team to a Super Bowl win? If your answer isn't a resounding yes, then what are we doing?
Yeah.
And then Kay Breezy with a comment. Someone with a big brain showed the stats, dropped Taylor's record without Joe Burrow, then dropped the record in primetime games with Zach Taylor. I think Zach Taylor's won 4 games without Joe Burrow.
It's just
or something like that.
The seat was hot last year, in my opinion. And I love this team. So I try so hard not to be like abysmally critical of its coach. But like right now, dude, your fucking free ride and your excuses, like it's gone. You don't get a hall pass anymore. You got to figure this out this year, or I am calling for a change actively. There's people that have been there for 3 years now, right? And yeah. I'm to the point where I'm just utterly frustrated. We have talented players on this team. I get Joe Burrow's gone, but you still have to figure it out. We're playing the highest level of football. You are coaching at the highest level of football, coaching a team that in 2021, I know it's fucking a billion years ago now, made it to the biggest game on earth. And now all of a sudden we can't even block. I mean, we couldn't block that, but do you know what I mean? But I think you know what I'm trying to say. It's like,
if you ask Zach,
falling apart.
My bad.
Nope, go.
If you ask Zach, the offense doesn't need to change anything because it got us to a Super Bowl 4 years ago, dude.
Everything's
don't need to change anything. Here is the reality of how I'm feeling and thinking about Zach. Last year, I don't know whose decision this was. Shout out to Malik Wright. I was watching his morning show the other day. He says he does know. I don't have a reason to believe the guy would lie. He says that the coordinator changes, the defensive line coach being fired, the offensive line coach being fired, that all came from up top, is what Malik says. So operating under that thought process, you just fired Lou. He's having a good year out in Indy. You fired Marion Hobby, the defensive line coach. You fired there you go, Matt Marshall. Shout out Matt Marshall. You fired Lou Anarumo. So you did that. And now this is what you're getting. So if those changes came from up top, like Malik says, and like I said, he has no reason to lie about that.
Stand-up guy.
Who are they coming down on now? If this team doesn't produce, and we're talking about one loss, we got two wins. This could all shift. But as of right now, they did nothing to instill confidence in that game that this thing is going to get back right.
Yeah.
There's nothing to believe in after that game. I don't believe in Zach. I don't believe in the line. I don't believe in Jake Browning. I don't believe in the run defense. I don't believe in fucking anything.
Yeah.
From Sunday now. And that's the way this is. Now, normally we'd say, what in our day? Everything went wrong. We got Joe fucking Burrow, though. Yep. We're going to go to Denver Monday night. We're going to dot him up, and we're going to win this thing. But now, the savior, I don't know if you have the candle on you, the savior is not there. So now, it is all on you, Zach. You're the offensive fucking guru, right? You're the guy who just said, our play style got us to here, and here. So, nut up or shut up, dude. We got to see it. This team has to make the playoffs or Zach Taylor has to get fired.
Yeah.
We have been winning football games in spite of Zach Taylor because Joe Burrow hides and covers up so much.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think that Zach is about to get fully exposed for his scheme and everything that he's defending, not being all that good, and it just being Joe Burrow uplifting it and taking things to a new level. So I think he's on under a lot of pressure. I think, and the Marvin Lewis contract, the last Marvin Lewis contract he signed was a 2-year deal the way it was reported. But the way it turned out, it was a 1-year deal with an option in the second year. Coaches' contracts don't really get reported like that. If Zach has some sort of an option for next year, the Bengals may decline it.
Got to exercise something. You do.
Or could we see the Bengals fire a guy with a year left on his deal? Because if the organization told him, you have to fire these coaches, boom, 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 that has to be a message from the organization that says, hey, we're going to fire everybody before we have to fire you.
Mm-hmm.
Go pick your staff. Go get all your guys. Go get a new group. Zach, pick all your guys. We got to win this year. And I don't know. I don't think that the Joe Burrow excuse is going to be enough to get him out of it. No. While we're on these rants, and we'll get back to it in a second, I got to get a drink.
Oh, go for it.
I'm thirsty. Mouth's dry. Been doing a lot of talking. Sinus is fucking up a little bit.
I got to go grocery shopping, so I'm going to listen to you pop that. Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Regular this week, nothing to celebrate. Just this is a lunch pail hard hat kind of beer, not a fiesta beer. We're not celebrating anything. Yep. But God, it's good. It
is so good. You can see him there slamming the classic light beer. Simple, guys. Beer, flavored beer. It also
tastes like beer.
It does. It really does. It's like, I'd like a beer. Oh, that tastes like what I want. They've also got the wonderful summer beer. Summer's coming to a close, but that doesn't mean you need to stop drinking it. The Lime Garage beer. Everybody loves it. You can see Drew's got a case back there on the back of his shelf. It is simple. Simple, guys. Beer, flavored beer. No frills, no bullshit. There's no hibiscus and extra bullshit in it. It's just simple beer, flavored beer. And you can go to www.drinkgaragebeer.com. Use the beer finder there. Type it where you're at, okay? It's going to give you your locals. It's going to give you your bars, your gas stations, your grocery stores, everywhere where garage beer, the beer flavored beer, is sold. So go get it today. Leave right now. Leave the show. We're good. We don't need the viewership. Leave right now. Go to your store. Get garage beer. It's that damn good.
You can keep the show on YouTube on your phone, connected to your car. Still here is don't get in car crashes trying to watch us. I know my hair looks great, but don't get in a car crash to watch us. The official beer of Cincy Unfiltered. And it's just, I poured one out in the graveyard because there's nobody else to put in there.
I loved it.
I got to say, I think if we go out Monday night and we get waxed, we might have to make a headstone for old Zach, put Zach in the graveyard.
At this point, here's where I'm at. I'm going to burp.
Gotta get them out.
Sorry about that, guys.
That's business.
At this point, if we like drop the next 3 and they're bad, I'm at the point where I'm like, the season's fucked. Don't give up. Don't start a fire sale. Just keep trying to win. Make a change. Get Zach out of here. Bring in Mike Gundy, who just got fired. I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Fucking
replace this guy with somebody that can mix it up with a new scheme. I don't know. If we drop the next 3 and they're bad losses, this city's going to burn. It makes no sense.
Dude, we'll have a game preview show and all that, but just look at the schedule.
Yeah, it's brutal, dude.
Denver, Detroit, who just sacked Lamar 7 times last night.
Yes. Lamar.
And then after that, you got David Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Here's a good question. Keep going. I got it fueled up.
I'm just saying, looking at yesterday or Sunday, Sunday's game was like this happening.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That was it. For 4 hours.
Oh, it sucked.
So then you look at the schedule the rest of the way or the next 3 games and you're like, oh shit.
It is oh shit because Browning doesn't move like Burrow. It's good comment here. Fuck it, go get Gruden. I like that. Pull him from Barstool. But here's what is the leash, Cole Sullivan? I don't recognize that name. Thank you. Welcome to the program. What is the leash you give Jake Browning? How many games?
Oh, he's got to have a good performance Monday night.
Yeah.
He's got to. He's got to have a good performance Monday night, and that can kind of transition us into as I accidentally removed myself from the screen.
He's back.
Should the Bengals look at trading for a quarterback? We've got Jameis Winston, who is still the 3rd stringer after the Giants have benched Russell Wilson and named Jackson Dart their starting quarterback, going with the young guy, which is the right thing to do for them at this point. So do you think that the Bengals should make a move for a quarterback now? Or do you think if Jake goes out there and the offense stinks it up on Monday night, then that's when they should?
I think they should be actively looking, and I don't think they're actively looking for a world beater because we've got our world beater. I just don't think they will. But bring in a guy like Jameis, I don't know how much changes, but it sure as hell be fun. Who else is out there? People are putting jerseys on Kirk Cousins. I don't know what that guy wants. Please come get Flacco.
Browns are offering up Flacco.
I hate Joe Flacco, but why not? Why not?
Fuck it. He can throw it far.
Let them get Shadur out there. I know they want Shadur playing. Go get Flacco and just have him throw moon balls. Yes. The answer is yes. I'm looking for a quarterback because if you make the switch and decide Jake Browning isn't the guy to maybe make us not lose every fucking game this season, Brett Ripien is not the guy either. Is that who you go to? That's not the guy, right? Desmond Ridder came in, and I love that guy with all my freaking heart. I've met him. I've hung out with him. Good guy, UC quarterback. Desmond Ritter's not going to be the guy. They let him go,
He's in Minnesota now. They had our fucking playbook, dude.
Yeah,
it was like Michigan and Connor Stallions.
It was, yes. But you bring in Jameis, you bring in Kirk O'Chains. Do they make a difference? Kirk, maybe. Winston, I don't know. I don't have that magic 8-ball answer. Maybe we bring them in and nothing changes, but you got to do something. That's where I'm at, I think. I think you need to do something now so that, I don't know, maybe Jake goes out there and plays well one game, doesn't play well another, doesn't play well another. If he plays like 2 bad games in a row, you got to make a fucking change because why not? Why not? Why would you traipse the same shit out there? All right, we'll just lose again. All right, we'll just lose again. No, man. Try something different.
You can't go get Kirk for a multitude of reasons. Kirk's contract is big.
It'll be big, yeah.
And I don't think he can move enough to have to play behind the line that we're seeing. I think anybody might die behind this line.
That's right. I don't know what changes, right?
Matt Marshall You call up old number 14, Andy Dalton down there in Carolina, say, hey, bud, remember when we benched you on your birthday 3 hours before the trade deadline? And then that one time when you were in a celebrity home run derby when we had the All-Star game and the whole stadium booed you? Do you want to come back?
I don't. As much as I say, hey, that'd be fun, not a chance in hell that's happening. I just don't see it happening. But
dude, you imagine just 14 running out of the tunnel again, dude?
I'd be pumped. I got a Dalton jersey, like, yeah, right there in arm's reach. I liked Dalton. Everybody hated him, but
Zach Taylor is the Andy Dalton of coaches.
Yeah. Oh,
hey, he's a nice guy. I like him. He can be all right, but can you win it all with him? But
I wasn't tracking this, so if that's the case, then throw that out.
Penix did get booked because he was playing like hot liquid dog shit last week.
Yeah,
he did get pulled. Did Blake Bortles retire yet?
Bring in the boat. Oh man, I don't know.
Blake Bortles was a good one. They're like, what would you do if you weren't playing football? He's like, I'd probably just be working construction and ripping cigs.
Yeah. Fuck it, bring Dalton back. I don't know. They all won out. Kirk is the best shot at saving the season, in my opinion. Russ second, and I actually think Flacco makes some sense. Fuck it, man.
I think Russ makes more sense than Kirk just because Russ can move a little better. I feel like Kirk's going to be a statue back there, and he's always running for his life. But Flacco's a statue too. But, I mean, Flacco can throw it a fucking mile, dude.
Well, both of those guys can throw the moon ball, right? Flacco more so, I think, at this point in their career than Russie. But I don't want Russell Wilson. Look, guys, I just don't. I don't like Russell Wilson. He's tiny. He's not very good anymore. It's Jake Browning could probably do better. Hell, Russell just got benched for a rookie. So how about that? I don't. Flacco, you're kind of selling me on Flacco, Chad. I might
don't let him do it. He wants your draft pick.
I might be on the Flacco train. You're getting like a 7th in our washer and dryer, but I might be on the Flacco train. They're not going to trade in the division, but
have to pay that division tax. You got to give us a 4th.
Yeah, fuck that. Jeez.
But I think that is part of the problem.
Yeah.
If and he says, the Bengals did their version of going all out, paying T, paying Jamar, giving Trey his raise, Gesicki fan, all that. So like it makes sense to go make a move for a quarterback, but how much draft capital do they want to sacrifice for that when they have so many holes that they have to fill?
Yeah. Here's a guy I hadn't thought about. Go get AR. I don't know.
I never understood the Anthony Richardson hype. I think he got drafted off like 5 good throws in college.
Oh,
yeah. Fucking let him run back. Let him run for his life back there and throw up fuck it balls to Chase and T. Cool.
Well, I mean, hell, what's Tyrod Taylor doing? I don't. Where's he at? Like,
he started for the Jets.
Did he? Okay,
on Sunday.
I didn't see. Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm behind the 8 ball here, but that's why I'm just so frustrated. Like, I'm not throwing Jake Browning in the dumpster here. Like, let's give him a grace period. This game sucked, but if he goes out Monday night and he throws 2 picks and just looks like he's in a vacuum, you got to do something. I would already actively be looking. You might not need to pull the trigger before Monday, but if we throw up a fucking egg on Monday, you got to bring a guy in. I better see like this guy came in for a workout, and it better not be Felipe Franks from the UFL. Like it's got to be someone that creates buzz and gives you a chance. Sounds like a ridiculous statement right now, but gives you a chance to do something, We signed Sean Clifford, dude. You want a buzz? Sean Clifford is a Bengal. Stetson Bennett from the Rams. I kind of thought he was on his way out of the NFL, but why not? Joe Milton. I've seen the Joe Milton talk. I don't think Dallas would trade Joe Milton. I don't think they would either. Well, I think that they are going to be scarred for life from making trades after the Parsons deal. But former Michigan man. Yeah. We're not going to call Brady. Brady's not going to come back. He actually he actually just got paid $75 million to play one flag football game in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. One flag football game in their flag football league. $75 million. I wish I had a talent they desired, for the love of God. Is that real? It is fucking real. Look it up. I thought it was like for a season. It's for one fucking game, and it's flag football. They're trying to get Gronk and all the old guys back together. Giving up draft picks, I agree, sounds like a waste. I don't know what you do, right? Because are you throwing good money after bad at that point? Yeah, it's like you're just like desperately reaching across the table to try to make something happen. But if it's like a 7th, we can't fucking draft anyway. So whatever, you know.
That's true. That's
Like,
true. Your draft picks haven't
yeah.
been hidden, so fuck it.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, oh, well, we like the guys we have in the building and we believe in this, we believe in that. Shut up!
Yes, I like this comment. Cincinnati Bengals, the first Saudi Arabian oil money owned football team. Fuck it, let's go. We'd have
Yeah.
drones delivering our garage beer and all kinds of shit. The technology they invest in is unbelievable.
Let me say something.
Will Levis goes. I'd do that. Go.
Allegedly, Will Levis has a fucking ankle spanker.
Unit. Haven't seen it. Maybe I have. Unit.
You talk about Saudi oil money.
Okay.
And it made me think that, I mean, that's a wild transition. But just say, oil money. Jimmy Haslam made a fortune scamming truck drivers.
Yep.
But I want to say this.
Okay.
If Jimmy Haslam was the owner of the Bengals with Joe Burrow as the quarterback, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and all that, we'd have a Super Bowl by now.
We'd win. We'd win.
You can say what you want about Cleveland and their results. They take the fucking swings.
Yeah.
You know, they don't always land, but their defense might be the best in the league.
Yeah.
Mason Graham had a 43% pass rush win rate from a defensive tackle on Sunday. The average is like 9.
Yeah.
Not to make a Cleveland thing, but I'm saying if we had a different ownership group that just had money and didn't care to just piss it away at it, we'd have a Super Bowl by now.
Yeah. I try to defend the ownership as much as I can, but it's getting frustrating. You know, I mean, we can say it out loud, guys. We don't do this shit so the Bengals invite us to stuff. Have we been to a couple cool things? Yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the day, in our hearts, we're football fans, and we want a good product on the field and in the stands. You know, the product in the stands has been pretty fun for the last 4 years, but when you go there and it's a fun atmosphere, but your fucking team loses 48-10, what's the point? You know, the ownership's gotta step up, and we've been asking them to for so long. Go ahead.
The reality of this situation is, I believe it was Joe Goodberry who has said this, I think last season.
Smart man.
The players and coaches that are employed by the Bengals have to win with one hand tied behind their back.
Yeah. That's what it feels like.
It's kind of the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
So Zach can't. You got to find a guy that can. And we can. Everybody can blame ownership and talk about ownership, and we can talk about ownership until we're blue in the face.
Yeah.
But they're not fucking going anywhere. They're not going to sell the team.
Never.
It's not fucking changing.
Would
Duke
you?
Tobin. Yeah. No.
No, I wouldn't.
Like they're not going to. So we can talk about that and like, yeah, we can bitch about it. Like you're well within your right to do that. But like, I just like to look at the things that can be changed.
Yeah.
And it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, D coordinator's gone. Brian Callahan left. Brian Callahan sucks.
Yeah, dude. He just gave up play calling. Maybe a smart move. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah. First year head coach doing that. A lot more likely than a 7th year head coach doing that. From everybody on the internet made sure to tell me that I was a big dumb dipshit for saying maybe Zach should do it.
Yeah.
But this is the tone now. This is the tune we're all singing now.
Yeah.
This could all be different Monday night.
Good.
We could be having a way different conversation Tuesday.
Yeah.
We could be talking about how we're back and how we can still make it in the playoffs and maybe Joe Burrow come back in time. Yeah. You never know.
And
things change fast.
You know what I'll tweet? I never doubted him for a second.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'll do.
This is the right we've earned as Bengals fans, is to come Monday, Tuesday after a complete ass whooping, just drag them. Just drag them. But if they come back, it's a duality of fan. There's a duality of man. This is a duality of fan. But come Monday, if we go out there and we play lights out, who day?
Yeah, absolutely. Protect your $1 million investment, in all caps. Sorry, frustrated. Too little, too late, maybe. Get it out, Bengals, Mom. This is what we do here. This is what it's for.
Yeah, don't piss my mom off now.
This is
Come
what
on.
it's for. I want to get to this comment that I
Go
saw
for
a
it.
minute ago. Ethan Lay, I just found out that my wife is pregnant. Congratulations.
Oh,
That's awesome.
yes.
Babies kick ass. One of my first thoughts was if I should stop being a Bengals fan and spare my future child of this misery.
No,
No.
no.
You want to create a strong child.
Yeah.
You want to create a resilient child. You want to create a child that can bounce back from just utter heartbreak
Yeah.
and get up the next day and say who they.
Mm-hmm.
You want that. The world's going to knock that kid down at some point. I don't love it. The world's going to knock my kid down at some point. What a better way to learn how to get back up from being knocked down than being a Bengals fan. You're going to make your child stronger and more resilient and more prepared for the world, making them a Bengals fan. So no, Ethan, don't leave us. Stay with us. Get that baby a little jersey.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we say, we've earned the right to bitch after a loss, but we're Bengals fans at the end of the day, and we're always going to be Bengals fans. So raise the kid right, put him in stripes. Love it.
I like this. After Monday, we're going to be talking about getting home field
We
advantage through the playoffs. You're damn right, BJ.
We are.
If we pull that win off, I'm going to be
are.
planning the AFC Championship game in Cincinnati. That's what's going to happen.
I'll be planning the parade. I'll plan the parade. Let's do it.
Maybe Ethan's baby being born would be the new good luck for the Bengals. When our daughter was born the first season, they did go to the Super Bowl. Now they didn't win it.
Yeah.
But
God, that was so fun. It
feels like so long ago. Okay, because it fucking was.
It was.
Zach defending your fucking offense.
It really was, but I just remember like it was yesterday. I was downtown. I was at E&O watching it with friends, and we just it was such a good time to be alive, and now we're doing this.
Heartbreak at the end. I think I cried. I did cry.
Yeah.
I had my daughter in a bar. She was like 6 months old, and I was just holding her. Little tears trickling down my eyes. And I had I rented out like half of a bar. And I had like a bunch of cupcakes with Super Bowl rings on them. And at the end, I was just sad and walked to the other side of the bar where they were doing their thing. I was just sad handing out cupcakes to people. Like, will you please fucking take these?
I have a pretty emotional friend that I was watching it with who's very invested in Cincinnati sports. And I remember turning around and seeing his hat just get launched across the bar.
Like
and then
that.
before the hat hit, I watched him walking outside the windows of E+O just to his hotel. Like it was the quickest exit I've ever seen. He was so fucking mad. I do like this comment though. Let's be delusional together Monday. Let's do it. I like
They've got to make me delusional again. I was delusional all last week and got reality kicked me in the fucking teeth.
Yes.
So they got to make me delusional again. While we're reminiscing on the good times, fun fact, the night we lost the Super Bowl, I deleted my Twitter that night.
Yeah. Like forever deleted and had to start over?
No, I deactivated it, I guess I should say. Yeah. And was able to bring it back. My wife had to drive the van home because I was drunk. I was on Facebook threatening to fight people. Said a bunch of shit on Twitter, deactivated it, woke up the next morning like, whoa.
Yeah.
Maybe I went a little bit too far last night. Had to apologize to a lot of people.
I got a hotel and I remember going back and I don't even remember. It was like midnight and I just ate my body weight in Taco Bell and sat there depressed.
Like that.
Yeah. I love Taco Bell so much.
My kid will never have any genetics for any pro level sport. I don't know, Ethan. You look like a pretty tall guy in your picture, or is your wife very short?
You both look maybe athletic, both handsome couple, beautiful couple. This is absurd, actually, to look at.
I can't see his face good, but it looks like he has quarterback face. Looks like a handsome guy.
He's got quarterback face, strong mustache. I'm not hitting on your wife, but she's very beautiful, Ethan. You guys look like a power couple.
Hey, chill out, dude. She's married.
So that kid might grow up and be the next Joe Burrow. You never know.
That looks like a potential pro athlete to me.
Yeah, I agree. Don't knock your genetics. Good looking couple. We're at the 53-minute mark, and there's more games to be played, right? So some games are home, some games are away, and if you want to go to these games, you should absolutely download the Tick Pick app. Use code Cincy14 when you get into that app. You can use it one time this season for a home or away game and save $15 off your ticket purchase. I looked today. Tickets in Denver. I know some people in Denver that are Bengals fans. You can get in there for $150. That's not shit for a prime time game. Come on, folks. I mean,
it's not bad for a Monday Night Football game.
No, hell no. I remember spending 300 plus for some of those tickets. So download the Tick Pick app today. It's genuinely the best ticket broker ticket app on the market. No fees, no bullshit. What you see is what you're gonna pay. Tick Pick, baby.
Says you have to spend at least $100 for the discount. I thought it was $75, but I believe him because he did it.
Yeah, well, you're gonna spend $100. I mean, if you're buying 2 tickets, you're over $100.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna spend it anyway.
If you're going by yourself and you're buying like a $50 ticket, I mean, come on, make a friend. Like, let's figure this out.
I don't know if $50 tickets don't exist anymore.
No, they don't.
I remember a world when they did.
Yeah,
but they don't. So you might as well use the Tick Pick app and save yourself some money. Now, I wanted to show this comment, but this comment cannot be done during an ad read. Zach Cochran says, when we lost Super Bowl, I hate fucked my girlfriend for a week and wound up with twins.
Congrats!
I like that a lot.
Positivity.
Something beautiful came out of that.
Absolutely. Oh, my God.
I love that comment a lot.
Yeah, that's one of our people right there. It is.
He's a Houday boy, dude. He's at the tailgate.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Shout out to Young Chicken Sandwich, who got engaged on Sunday. Young Chicken Sandwich is not here tonight. Young Chicken Sandwich is getting married. It was on the internets.
Did he did it at the game?
Proposed. No, they were watching the game at a local watering hole.
I thought maybe he did it in the P tent. Maybe he proposed in the P tent. I don't know. Romantic.
That would be romantic. As this piss flows from this drain, I just started thinking about how I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you. But we shout out Young Chicken Sandwich. I won't say his name because I don't know if he wants it out there, but shout out to him and his fiance who hangs out at the tailgates as well. Yeah. Thoughts on the Bengals going out and trading for Russell Wilson? We talked about that a minute ago. I think he's a fucking cornball. I think he's washed up. I'd rather get Jameis because Jameis would at least be fun.
Yeah, give me
Jameis would at least be fun.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Russ is the last guy I want.
Would have had to reschedule the way that game went. He did propose after the game.
Oh, man. I'd be too mad. I would just put it in my pocket and do it another day. I'd be like, hey, fucking, you want to marry me? That would be my proposal because I'd be so mad. Oh, my God. What else we got? We're at 57 minutes. This is depressing.
That's really all I got. I didn't cook up a lot of graphics today. Do you remember when things were fun and life was good and we could do this?
Second of the season. And the Bengals go up again.
It's just depressing to watch now. It sucks.
No.
Hurts your heart. Maybe he's gritty. Can he gritty on his scooter?
He did rejoin the team.
Yeah.
He's back in the building.
I don't think
the Reds are down 4-2, by the way.
Yeah, I don't even. It's a rough year to be a Cincinnati sports fan.
So is there a baseball genius in here? I'm going to the Reds game tomorrow.
Hot dogs and beer.
So they want us to pack Great American Ballpark. I'm gonna go watch Hunter Green and Paul Skeens battle it out. John Paps, check your text messages, by the way.
There you go.
But somebody that's smart about baseball in the chat can tell us before we get out of here. If the Reds lose tonight, are they fucked? Because I know they currently own the wild card spot in the NL. But if they lose, if they lose tonight, are they fucked? Am I going to a pointless game tomorrow, or are we still in it? Because I'm not a baseball genius. I'll go to the game, eat some hot dogs, drink some beers, put a parlay together. But if they lose tonight, are they fucked?
We got a not yet. Diehard Cincy. I'm going to believe a guy that's diehard Cincy fan. I'm going to believe that.
True.
McKinney,
so not mathematically fucked, but BJ's baseball knower. He's a baseball knower.
Love it. We do like some red legs. You and I have been to a couple games. Mets are currently losing, so that's good. That's who we need to lose. They need to lose. We need to win. I know that much. Still
we like that.
Absolutely.
We like that.
Yeah, love love it.
Mets are going to keep sucking. The Mets suck. Shout out to Frank the Tank. Great guy, but
Yep.
your baseball team is a heaping pile of dog shit. Not
Okay,
mathematically.
Go ahead.
6 to play, and we're currently holding the 3rd wild card spot. All right. We got Novale Marte up. And if you have to get off and be an active father in your kid's life, I understand it.
You're fine. You're
But
good.
let's just see how this at bat goes. Novale Marte here, 1 on. He just popped 1 up, foul. We're good. Shout out to Novale Marte. I think he's off the juice.
The juice.
Or maybe he was never actually on the juice. I don't know.
I don't know.
Frank the Tank, Dolphins fan too. Yeah. Frank's freakouts are pretty good, Breezy. I agree with that.
Yes.
But I think it'll be cool to get down there tomorrow night. You know, the little night baseball game. I think we got to watch out for rain. We got to watch out for weather. Mets are down 6-2. Mets fucking stink, dude.
Yeah.
So, you know, night game, put some U.S. currency on it. Have a little something to root for other than the Reds winning. Watch Paul Skeens and Hunter Green fucking duke it out. 2 really, really good pitchers. So I can get with that. I can live with that. We could get by with that. So I look forward to it. I will get my tickets on TickPick because I'm a fucking smart person and want to save money. They are offering the Reds are offering $8 tickets though. 3-2-1, $3 beers, $2 dogs, $1 ice cream, the whole series.
Uber. Get an Uber.
Dude, should I do the 9 innings, 9 beers challenge, 9 dogs challenge tomorrow?
I tried the 9 dogs and remember how I suffered through that. That was
you look like
fun.
hell.
Yeah, do it. You should do it.
You did look like hell.
Yeah.
I got to figure out if my wife's going or not though, because she would have to drive home after 9 beers.
Yeah. Yes, or get a hotel. one of the two. Absolutely.
There's a child care situation to factor in. I don't know, man. Might have to do it myself. How much
about this?
9 innings, 9 bets. Should I just do like a nerfy or a yerfy to start it off? No run first inning. Yes, run first inning.
That's
the Reds stranded the runner, didn't score. We might be fucking cooked.
I like the 9 innings, 9 bets. Bet Jack.
Shout out to Matt. Put money on, but make sure you're using BetJack in Ohio. So BetJack is only good in Ohio. Matt is a Kentucky resident. Matt deposited some money, tried to make a bet, and couldn't because he was not in the state of Ohio. I tried to then log in for him. I don't know if I should say this publicly. It's actually maybe illegal, and that didn't work. So
I think it is.
If you do put your money in BetJack, make sure you're in Ohio to place the bet. So if you're a Northern Kentucky resident, drive over the bridge real quick, lock your plays in. But Matt, I'm sorry about that. Matt was trying to ride the Drew Sample Tinsley parlay. And side note, before we get out of here, we will get out of here. Sunday, I had my dad, my cousin, and my dad's wife over for the game. First time they had seen the new home. And then the Bengals suffered the worst loss in franchise history, so they're never allowed at my house ever again.
Yeah, they're a curse. Absolute bullshit. They're a curse.
Drew's beard and hair look phenomenal this evening. Thank you. Had a fresh cut about 3:00 this afternoon. Barber came to the house. Flex.
Yeah. Humble brag. You've had 3 humble brags tonight, but I'm not counting.
They weren't intentional.
Okay, we're at the top of the hour here. We like to go an hour and let you guys get into whatever the hell else you got to do. Keep in mind that this Thursday at 7:30, we're also going to do our game preview show where we're probably going to definitely illegal. Yeah, we'll we don't have a producer, but cut that part. But we got our Thursday game preview show, and by then we will have violent optimism for this team and their ability to go play Denver. I hope you're out of the dumps. I'll be out of the dumps, I think.
You don't speak for both of us, Ronald.
That's true. That's absolutely true. But tune into that. That is a members stream. Okay. So join the YouTube, be a member. You can watch that live, but Drew will then post it Friday at 10 a.m. For the rest of the world to see, because I know all our fans in, I don't know, Nairobi in Mumbai, they like to watch our game previews. So
are those real places?
Yes, Africa, India. You need to look at a map. You got to look at
those sound made up.
You got to look at a map here. Tune in Thursday if you're a member. If you're not a member, just join, man. It's fun. We have a good time. We got a Discord going. Absolute chaos in the Discord. If you think we're any different off camera, we are not. It's a blast. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thinking of the text.
Yeah, absolutely the same people. The Discord, it goes from I wake up and there are people talking at like 3 a.m. Like it's constant. It's constant.
They love it.
Absolutely. 100%.
Get me a globe. Why do I need to know where Mumball is?
You don't
give me one reason why I need to know that place fucking exists.
It's just a big city in India. It's a huge city.
Oh, that's in India. I thought it was its own country.
No. Let's get away from geography. I don't want to fucking embarrass you here and your lack of geographical knowledge, but
I love America.
That's all you need, baby. It's all you need. Abu Dhabi. Yep. Been there too. Wonderful place.
Humble brag.
Yeah. Humble brag. Adam, thank you very much. Follow Adam's Lee here. Adam. Love the show. Like, share it. Absolutely. Absolutely type shit. Get in here. I got nothing left but a who day. And I will remain depressed until Thursday.
Discord does love the goon. If you want to link to the Discord, hit one of us up on our social media DMs. We cannot put it on our Twitter timeline or it'll get flooded with shitty sports book scammers trying to steal all of your money. We love every single one of you. Thank you for being here on this glum game recap show. Ron has vowed to have better energy on Thursday. I make no promises. We'll see you guys.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer. Let's flow. No filter needed, beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer. Let's flow. No filter needed, beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go.